delighted to be joined by Paul Nolan and Grade 1 winner, latest exhibition. How are things, Paul?
Good, Davey. Good.
Well done on Saturday. Great day.
Yeah, sure. Listen, it's great. It's great on a Monday morning. Now, if we had a crystal ball on Friday, we'd have been happy with the outcome.
Exactly, and he looks well. He's come out of the race well, and plenty of muck on him, so he's enjoying the paddock the last couple of days.
Absolutely, yeah. He came out of it well. You know, he's plenty of his age on his side, which is a help, and you know, he's still stripping nice, and like, you know, he's still plenty left on him there. He's an angular sort of a lad, but he's taking his racing well, Davey, and you know, he was. I just thought he was good, and he does enough really.
And that 2 mile 6 trip, that's the furthest he's ran over, and he looks like a horse tailor made for that 3 mile. Albert Bartlett triple 3 mile.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely does. To me anyway, it was certainly a plus, and I think looking at the race, and if you're looking at the Ballymore or the Albert Bartlett, I think it'll be foolish to even think of the shorter distance.
And he got in tight to the last, but he was still quick away from the back of it, and as you said, going to the line, he just looks like the further he's going, the better he's going to be.
He did, and you know, he was very good, bar sort of one down the back there as well, a little bit similar. Wasn't quite as bad a mistake as the one that he made in Navan, but yet at the same time, you don't like to see it happening, because it just, they lose a bit of momentum, and you lose that bit of a half a length, and they were quickening down the back at that stage. They were starting to sort of get into race pace, and but I loved the way when he turned in, he looked a little bit caught for toe again, but when he let in his stride and Brian asked him to gallop, you could see that he'd learned from his last day in Navan. And you know, Rachel, when she rode him in Galway, said he was very green, he had a lot to learn. Same against Abracadabra, but the last day, I think that when he knuckled down, you could see him extending, and he's learning how to gallop now. And
it's, the Dublin Racing Festival is a great thing that's set up. It gives the right amount of time now for horses that have won or have ran in the Dublin Racing Festival now for Cheltenham. So what's his story now? It'll be easy on him for a few days, and then
absolutely.
Just
we know we won't get on his back probably for a week, and he'll go up to the paddock there for a couple of days, and he'll go on the walker, and you know, we'll start back then and think of Cheltenham then after that, and hopefully keep him right and train him for that day. You know, we only panicked a little bit the first time out. We ran him a little bit quickly after winning his maiden, but that's, you know, I think, you know, horses like this now, we'll have to be patient with him and do what's right for him.
I know you don't like to look too far ahead, Paul, and Cheltenham's the aim. That's the big goal. Obviously, getting the Grade 1 at the weekend's a massive goal too, but next season he's very exciting. He's a big horse, and the way he jumps, he's going to make a fine chaser, isn't he?
Yeah, listen, we always say that the chasing is his game, this and that and the other, but I mean, you know, we'll cross that when we come to it as well, Dave. You know, you'd see the same. You see Emma Lavelle there now with Paisley Park and that, and you know, why would he go chasing? And he's a big strapping chaser as well, and everyone would say he's good enough to go over fences. But I mean, if he's continued to go in Grade 1,
it's not broke, don't fix it.
It's not broke, don't fix it. And we'll you know, obviously he probably more than likely will go chasing, but we'll wait and see what happens at Cheltenham, and we'll make a decision. And after that, there's plenty of lads involved in it now, so there's plenty of heads can get together, and we'll see what's the best thing to do.
Paul, a lot of credit goes to you. Obviously you're training the horse, but a lot of credit goes to you in terms of you backed this horse up from early on about how good he was, and Jim was moving him on, and you got 3 good owners in the yard then to got involved in him, and you must obviously wanting to win on Saturday, but you must have taken a lot from that for the lads getting involved of the trust that they had in you.
Absolutely. Listen, our head was on the chopping block, Davey. It was, I mean, you know, they're great guys to do what they've done. In fairness to James is very good buddies with Jim Coffey, who sponsors the yard, and you know, it was sort of that was the instigation of getting. He said, what's the point in staying at this game if you're not going to be able to hold on to horses like this? And you know, more than likely, you know, if you kept selling your best ones, you're as well sort of say, right, okay lads, we'll hand in the licence and we'll go as selling horses. And that's basically what we probably would have done if those guys hadn't have been able to do what they did. What would be the point? What's the point in trying to strive to continue to survive in this game if you're going to sell your best ones? You know, I'd rather hand in the licence and become a seller of horses. And there's nothing wrong with that either. There's lads making a great go of it down here, as you know, and fair play to them. But more than likely, if that's what happens in our game, I do the same.
Looking at your other horses, I know there's only 14 races at the Dublin Racing Festival. You had 5 runners over the weekend. The others did run well. Jeremy's Jewel ran well, not beating far in the Grade 2 bumper yesterday. Miss Milner, probably lack of experience, but ran on very well in the first race, the Mare's Handicap Hurdle. Fitzhenry, very unfortunate yesterday, unlucky for a horse to fall in front of him.
Yeah, he was probably, that could have been Fitzhenry's day yesterday. I thought he was very good. Travelled brilliant the whole way, and we were just very unfortunate to get stopped the way we got stopped. But listen, that's the way it goes. Barry was at to being brilliant on him up to then, and it wasn't his. He couldn't do anything about it. It was just, he was unfortunate to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. But he'd done everything right up to that, and we'll never know what happens now. What's after happening is after happening. But I was happy the way the horses ran. We were a bit worried. A couple of them ran a bit disappointingly above and down ride, and you're saying, oh God, is there something wrong with him maybe? But then you come along and the mare won very well in Limerick, and there was another mare ran well in a handicap hurdle, so it was that sort of rose up your confidence a bit more going into Leopardstown after the mare won in Limerick. And when your man came along and won on Saturday then, and the horses performed well enough yesterday. But it's all about firepower, Davy.
It is
firepower.
Numbers
and firepower, yeah.
Well, listen, Paul, well done on Saturday, and best of luck for the next few months.
Thanks a million, Davy.